So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shamanati Tangkasan, and this is my partner.
I'm Jimbril P. Villahermosa.
And we'll be answering some other questions what that is given, which is we'll be having a uncut video for the podcast. So, for this, it is basically a reflection for the Chinese movie, which is the Big Whale, which is we have been having an activity, which is we're going to answer three questions, and the first question is, how does the movie Big World depict the concept of a good life? So for me, the movie teaches us to having a good life is not just about successful or having a lot of achievements or it also depicts from how reality really does. It is basically teaches us to balance a life in order it's either failure or having having a achievement. So it's something like a balance between your weakness and your strength to develop yourself. So for you, what is something like we could discuss to answer our questions?
I agree to your answer, partner. For me, the movie makes us think about what really mean by success. Even though life is not fair for everyone, the main character doesn't give up. He pursuing his dreams and keep moving and try his best for and have a meaningful life.
So it's basically for since to sum up that suggestions and suggestions that we have. So we will be answering the number one, which is the movie teaches us. So to answer the first question, it is we're not going to write it, but the final answer is that for us, it is the concept of good life is not about something that is successful, but it is somehow a reality of life is going to be, and that is filled with failures and somehow the right achievements. And for the second question, which is which philosopher's perspective of the good life is reflected in the movie. So, for me, I think the movie is saying the same thing as the philosopher Aristotle. Aristotle, which is he believed that good life comes from a being the best person that can be living in a virtuous life and in which we are being somehow flourished or creating a eudaimonia, which is happiness. So for you,
I think the movie is more like the philosopher Heidegger said. He believed being true to ourselves and and living a life that really means doesn't let what other people think define him. Like, keeps moving forward and living his life in a way that is true to his.
so from the question, that is basically our answer. For the third question is what does a good life mean to your personality, or which philosopher viewpoint aligns with your definition of a good life and why? So for you. So for me, a good life for me it's revolves around the balance. Yes, that's what I mentioned earlier, which is learning from them, and then that that somehow give us a lesson to at least develop ourselves, and in order for us to at least achieve our goals. So the main point for that is the goal and how we are going to be successful. So for you.
For me, a good life is also about embracing challenges, learning and learning from them and using those experiences to deepen understanding the life.
So deepness, understanding the life. So for the answer, to sum up that question and to sum up our answers, it's also how the person is going to balance their life in order for it to be successful and meaningful. So, which is basically creating a eudaimonia in which Aristotle said. Thank you, and that would be our video for today. It's activity.